today's episode, we're going to talk about why nobody tells you how to actually get rich. This recording includes subtitles so you can follow along at your own pace. Why is it that we're surrounded by financial advice, books, courses, podcasts, yet most people still struggle to build real wealth? They follow the conventional wisdom. They invest in their 401k, cut back on expenses, clip coupons, and yet genuine wealth still feels impossibly distant. The fundamental reason: most financial advice focuses on managing money, not creating it. And when you understand this critical distinction, you'll see why so many hardworking, financially responsible people never break through to true wealth. When we talk about money, we're taught to think small. Save 10% of your income. Refinance your mortgage. Use cashback credit cards. This advice gets reinforced everywhere. And for basic financial stability, these habits make sense. Following this path helps you avoid disaster and maintain a decent standard of living. But here's the hidden limitation. While traditional financial advice might keep you comfortable, it rarely makes you rich. The math simply doesn't work. Saving a portion of a moderate income, even invested wisely over decades, creates security, not wealth. And over time, we internalize a dangerous half-truth. That wealth comes primarily through careful management of existing resources rather than the creation of new ones. This misunderstanding quietly sabotages your financial potential. When you focus exclusively on optimizing what you already have, you miss the fundamental truth that wealth creation happens through leverage, scale, and ownership. So instead of developing valuable skills, building businesses, creating intellectual property, or acquiring income-producing assets, you keep trimming expenses and chasing fractional returns on modest investments. And slowly, your financial vision narrows. You celebrate saving a few $100s on your insurance premiums, while overlooking opportunities to increase your income by tens or hundreds of thousands. You protect the illusion that prudence alone leads to prosperity instead of recognizing that wealth requires calculated risk, specialization, and understanding how money truly works at scale. That's the trap. While you're diligently following advice designed to help you survive financially, the truly wealthy are playing an entirely different game with different rules. And the longer you operate exclusively within the conventional framework, the less likely you are to break through its invisible ceiling. Eventually, you realize that financial advice that presents itself as the path to wealth is actually the path to not being poor, a worthy but entirely different destination. You can't understand why your responsible habits haven't translated into the financial freedom you expected. You still feel the constraints of limited resources despite doing everything right. This is where the wealth realization gap sets in. The conventional financial wisdom has taken you as far as it can, to stability, not abundance. You wonder if there's a secret playbook the wealthy use that nobody's sharing with you, and in a way there is. So how do we fix this? The first step, and this is non-negotiable, is to stop conflating financial responsibility with wealth creation. They're different skills with different strategies and different outcomes. Acknowledge that budgeting, saving, and prudent investing are necessary but insufficient for building significant wealth. When your financial strategy is limited to optimization rather than expansion, you'll eventually hit a ceiling that no amount of cost-cutting or coupon clipping can break through. You'll keep treading water financially while wondering why others seem to be sailing past. The fix is shifting your focus from preservation to creation. Stop asking, how can I save more of what I make? And start asking, how can I dramatically increase my value to the market? Stop thinking exclusively about return percentages and start thinking about scalable skills, intellectual property, business models, and leverageable assets. Seek out the knowledge that isn't taught in personal finance classes, understanding market inefficiencies, building systems that scale without your direct labor, developing rare and valuable expertise, and deploying capital where others don't see opportunity. Yes, it's uncomfortable to step beyond the comfortable mantras of mainstream financial advice. But the greatest barrier to wealth is following a path optimized for security, while expecting it to lead to abundance. If any part of this resonated with you, if you felt that disconnect between financial responsibility and actual wealth creation, leave a comment about what stood out. Sometimes recognizing the game you've been playing is the first step toward changing it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.